According to scriptural principles, every matter, especially every legal matter, is established on the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses. So you have 2 witnesses in Scripture that Solomon is the 666 man. I happen to believe those 2 witnesses are enough. I'm persuaded. If you need more testimony that Solomon is the 666 man, turns out Scripture actually provides that. Remember that the text said, "This calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. A lot of people have, throughout history, have taken this to understand that you do a calculation on the name of a man, and the value of his name comes out to 666. Now, that seems a bit off to me, because certainly we want to calculate the number of a man, which is the number of its name. But the expectation that that turns out to 666, we're being instructed to find out what this number is. It seems a little bit strange that they already told us. No, what we've been told, 666, is an intertextual allusion. That's helping us to find the man. That's enabling us to identify the man. 2 witnesses in Scripture have pointed, 2 Kings and 1 Chronicles have said, oh, 666 points to Solomon is your man. So now we're going to calculate his name and find out why did you tell us to do that? What's the significance of the number of his name? So we can go to several places in the New Testament to get a Greek spelling, a New Testament Greek spelling of Solomon's name, and one of the best ones is Gospel of John itself. It turns out that Solomon's name is mentioned one time in the Gospel of John, which is neat. I happen to believe, a lot of people believe, that the same John exiled on the island of Patmos, who wrote Revelation, also wrote the Gospel of John. It's not explicit stated necessarily clear. There's a lot of people named John, but certainly seems to be the Apostle John to a lot of us, and I think that's the case. And so John himself wrote the name of Solomon in his gospel, and so how would John himself have spelled Solomon's name? And we can, he would have spelled it like this, and in both Hebrew and Greek, every letter is associated with a numerical value. You can write numbers using letters, and so we can take a copy of Solomon's name. If you know some Greek, that Omicron sigma at the end is the genitive ending because it's the colonnade of Solomon, but the root name Solomon itself is spelled as such: sigma, omicron, lambda, omicron, mu, omega, nu. And we can copy the spelling of Solomon's name and put it in this nice little window that calculates numbers for us. And the numerical value of the letters of Solomon's name adds up to 1,260. Oh, wow. If you've been paying attention to Revelation, you've heard that number several times just recently. Just here we are in chapter 13. Scrolling up, we saw that same number in chapter 12, how long the woman is nourished as she's in the wilderness. We saw that number up here. The 2 authorities, or the 2 witnesses, prophesy for that many days. Look, chapter 11 has 1,260 in it. Chapter 12 has 1,260 in it. Chapter 13, not that the chapter divisions are inspired, but three parts of the apocalypse that are right next to each other. Chapter 13 has 1,260 in it when we calculate the number of Solomon's name, 1260. Doesn't seem to be a coincidence. Looks to me like the testimony of 3 witnesses to make sure that you have plentiful reason to believe that Solomon is the 666 man. Now, why did the text tell us to do this? One reason is just what we said. It's the third witness. 2 witnesses in the Old Testament say that Solomon is the 666 man, and the book of Revelation itself says, calculate the number of this man. Oh, and this number happens to be the same number that we've seen over and over again in the very immediate preceding context.